Hey, what's up, folks? Yeah, this is yet another unplanned video. I was just about to head out of the office and I had a little, I don't know, some inspiration to do a quick public service announcement. So the interest rate pricing has been dropping down since last week. I don't know if it was Thursday or so, I think Wednesday or Thursday, since the announcement that the inflation is not as bad as projected. That appears to be what the cause of it. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Pricing has dropped down a lot, anywhere between like $1,400 to $5,000 in cost on the various interest rates. So if you know somebody, pass this video on because they're not just going to run across this on YouTube. I have a fairly new channel. Not too many people see it right away. It takes a while. So if you know somebody that closed on a loan about a month ago, or somebody that is in process right now. Let's say they have 3 weeks, 2 weeks, 1 week left to go. Send this to them. They'll thank you at Christmas time, probably, because we'll first start off with the people that are in process right now. If you're in process right now, your lender should be able to reprice your loan. For example, if you locked in, if you've been in process, your rate's probably locked. Let's say you locked in at a 6.875 interest rate and you paid like 4,000 or $5,000 in cost 2 weeks ago or so. Well, that same rate, that same 6.875, you should be able to get that with like no cost or only a few $100s in cost, etc. That's how much pricing has dropped down. So talk to them. Now, if your rate's locked in, lenders and banks, brokers, they just don't carelessly move around locked interest rates. But if it's moved, the pricing has dropped enough, they don't do it for just tiny amounts. If the pricing has dropped down significantly, like maybe three-eighths or a half, they should be able to reprice your loan. That's typically only done at the larger places because the larger places have some padding in there as it is. They typically price higher than smaller lenders and smaller brokerages because, well, for one, they have higher expenses, and number two, they have brand names. So with brand names, you can charge higher prices. So they've got room in there to do that. Talk to your rep if you're or have them, talk to the rep. If your rep is a knucklehead and too lazy to do it, or say, oh, I don't think we can do that, have them check with their manager because most places sure as hell can do that. So this is for the people. You got your rate locked in, you're in process, you've got 1, 2, or 3 weeks to go. Talk to them about repricing your loan. Well, they'll probably be pissed if they see this video. All right, so the next group of people that say closed your loan 30 days ago, maybe 45 days ago, you probably got a rate at the height, the top of the market pricing. So now you can refinance, and you might be thinking, well, if it's dropped down significantly, why don't we wait a little more? And I've seen tons of people over the past 25 years miss out on lowering their rate down because they're trying to gamble and wait until it drops down. If you can do it at no cost, just do it. And yes, you can do a loan at no cost. There's no sneaky fees or whatever. So the way you do it a loan at no cost, you select an interest rate that has a large enough credit to pay for any costs that exist. Also, the lender might be able to reach you part of the way. You know what? This might be too hard to explain just talking. Hey, let me show you real quick on the pricing engine. Hold on a second. All right, so here we go, yo. This is how it looks to me behind the scenes. So you can see all of the interest rates here. I think, yep, going all the way down to all the way up to 8.125. So these are all, this is the scenario that I was working on, and these are 30-year fixed rates here. So you can see the rate along with the cost. So let's say in order to do a no cost loan, you want to select a rate that has enough credit to pay for the cost. For example, looking at this one right here, this one has a point charge of $282. So if that lender has some fees, like a lot of lenders have fees of like $800, $900 to $1,500, you want to do a credit big enough to pay for that lender fee, plus pay for title and escrow, little miscellaneous charges like that. So instead of going with the lowest rate, go with, say, this rate, 5.99, just do an example. Now, you might be at 7% or 6.875 right now, whatever, or even 6.5. do it. Go down to the 5.9 if you can do that with no cost. You can always refinance down the road later if it drops down. This way, you get it. You get, what do you call it? You get the bird in the hand instead of trying to wait for something else in the bush. I think that saying goes like that to appear. So don't be too greedy, because even if it's a half percent, that's a huge amount. Oh, let me show you here on the calculator. So on the calculator here, let's say you have a $500,000 loan amount, which is pretty darn common here in California, especially Southern California, times zero point 0.5, a half percent drop in the rate. Check that out. $2,500 in interest per year. That's a lot of money. So do it. If you can do it for free, do it. Don't try to wait for 1% difference or 2%. That 1% crap is something that somebody made up years and years ago, and it still hangs around the industry. That is absolutely positively not true. A bunch of crap that you have to drop at 1% to make a difference. Anybody that you heard that from doesn't know anything about, oh, they don't know much about mortgages. That's an old urban legend that's been around for so many years. A lot of people think it's true. It's kind of like that one where they say, hey, you can use a home equity line of credit to pay your first mortgage off in 5 to 7 years. That's baloney also. All right, so or let's get back to it. Okay, so use the credit to pay for like say the lender's fees, five whatever they have, 900 to 1,500, plus like title and escrow might be 1,500, 1,600, whatever. Now, let's say you want to get this lower one right here. Just give you one more quick example. It's at 1,700, but you need more to pay for everything. Well, this is where you want to talk to the lender about kicking in and says, hey, can I get a discount on that? Is there I've been talking to another lender, they can do it for a little bit cheaper. Can you guys match that and see if they can kick in the other $1,700 or the other $1,500, so you get like a $3,000 credit to pay for everything? So that's how you would do it. Now, one little thing I'll tell you here, you might not be able to do this at your current lender, uh, because a lot of us have a restriction on how soon we can refinance your loan or redo your loan. So if they did your loan, like for example, I have to wait 6 months before I redo the loan, investor requirement, and the lender you're working with might have to wait 6 months or a year before they can redo it also. In that case, well, just refinance with another lender. I mean, as you saw on the calculator, that's a lot of money. So you don't just want to hold off on that just because the other lender can't do it. Save that money. It adds up to be a lot of money over the course of a loan. So, all right, so that's it. The public service announcement for the people that you're about to close your loan in 1, 2, or 3 weeks. Talk to the lender, the bank, or the broker about repricing it, and to the people who number two, the people that closed 30 to 45 days ago, refinance that loan, do it at no cost. If rates drop down later on, then just do it again because you did it with no cost. So no big deal. All right, again, spread this around. If you know somebody, please email it because it's not going to get around fast enough on YouTube. Send this public service announcement out there. Save your friends or family members some money. And sorry to the other lenders and brokers and banks that I'm telling them people about this. Don't hate on me. You got to hook people up. The karma will come back around to you. Right. So take it easy. I'm going home. Talk to you later.